Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely prometida. And we're waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated at the service center in California. We're in month 11. And this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is about hiring and firing your immigration attorney, your legal representation. Now, Karina is from Venezuela, beautiful Venezuela, living legally in Bogota, Colombia, and I live in the Panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, just north of Navarre Beach. Navarre Beach is where we're going to get married once we get her visa approved. So come on along, ladies and gentlemen, and let me explain to you how to hire and fire your immigration attorney. So if you have legal representation for your K1 visa process. Now, the K1 visa process is very easy, ladies and gentlemen. The paperwork is so easy to do. You don't need an attorney. But if you are not confident, if you have trepidation in filling out this paperwork, then hire an attorney. And if you need an attorney, the immigration attorney will fill out what's known as Form G-28. And this form is used to establish the eligibility of your attorney, okay, or accredited representative to represent you, Mr. Beneficiary, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, okay, in an immigration matter before the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, which is basically the service center where your visa is going to go. So if you're going to have an attorney or legal representation, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, for your beneficiary, okay, an attorney or an accredited representative appearing before Department of Homeland Security must file a Form G-28 for each case, okay. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, and the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Ooh, ICE is cold. What a cold name, okay? Will only recognize a completed Form G-28 that has been signed by you and your attorney, okay? All right, very easy, simple, right? Now, what if you hired an attorney? What if your beneficiary hired an attorney, a foreign attorney? Okay, you're in the Philippines, you're in India, Nigeria, Morocco, wherever you are. You guys watching our videos in 38 different countries around the world. You the Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, you can hire your own attorney if you want to in your foreign country. And, if they're not licensed to practice law in the United States of America, they must fill out Form G-281. Notice of entry of appearance as attorney in matters outside the geographical confines of the United States of America. And if you have a foreign attorney, Miss Beneficiary, the Department of Homeland Security has sole discretion to allow this person to represent you. Now, most of you are going to have a U.S. attorney. I'm sure the sponsor is the person that's going to hire an American attorney, and USCIS, ICE, DHS, Department of Homeland Security, etc. will recognize Form G-28 until the conclusion of the matter and for which is entered, unless otherwise notified. What does otherwise notified mean? That means you are going to fire your attorney. He did a terrible job. Or you realize that you don't need the attorney because you know the form this process is so easy, so you hired an attorney and now you don't want the services anymore. You've changed your mind. And if you discontinue the services of your attorney, that's easy to do. You write a letter to the service center where your K1 visa is sitting at. Let's suppose your K1 visa is sitting at the service center in California. You get your NOA-1 letter, you look for the receipt number, and the first 3 letters of the receipt number tells you where your visa is sitting. And California is WAC, right? You get the address to the service center in California, write them a letter, and says you are stating you want to withdraw the legal services of your legal representative and you intend to continue your K-1 visa case without any legal representation. And you sign it and you date it and you're done. You fired your attorney. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, the K-1 visa process is not difficult. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of attention to detail. Okay, filling out the paperwork is not difficult. If you have questions on how to fill out a K-1 visa, Form I-129F, ask us. Put it in the comments below. Ask us questions. We'll help you for free. And the average attorney charges what, $4,000 to process a K-1 visa? And then adjustment of status is what, $2,000 to do the paperwork for that? It's not difficult to do, ladies and gentlemen. It just requires work and sweat equity on your part. Work and sweat equity on your part, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor. Do the hard work, do the heavy lifting for your beneficiary, save that $6,000, put it in the bank for your wedding, and we will see you in the United States of America with your K-1 visa in your hand, smiling and happy when you get married, and we can't wait for that day for you guys, okay? We are looking forward to seeing you get your K-1 visa, looking forward to you getting married and starting your lives here in our constitutional republic, the United States of America. And we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.
I'll be back.